Over the past 2 years, I've gone a bit crazy and bought 12 Swappie phones, and today I'm gonna share all of them with you one by one. Some were great, some were not so great. Let's dive right in. Alright, so my very first phone from Swappie wasn't exactly a great start. It was an iPhone 8 in fair condition that I bought in late 2022 for around 170 euros. Crazy enough, it came with a completely wrecked screen. This shouldn't have even been sold. Just look at it. I returned it right away. Definitely not the best first impression with Swappie. Not long after, I gave Swappie another shot and picked up an iPhone SE 2020 in very good condition for around 219 euros. I still have this one, and honestly, it's been a fantastic little phone. It still runs great and even supports iOS 18, a huge upgrade from the iPhone 8. A little later, in early 2023, I tried a purple iPhone 12 mini in fair condition. I loved the color, but the edges were badly scratched and chipped, especially on the bottom. On top of that, the display had some severe scratches near the Face ID, which made it even worse. I had to return it. Such a shame. Eventually, I decided to go big or go home and got my hands on an iPhone 14 Pro in the beautiful purple color. Staying on a budget, I went for the cheapest fair condition again, and to my surprise, it was in a decent shape, with just a few scratches on the screen but nothing major. But in the end, the price felt too high, so I returned it. It just didn't feel right for me. It was simply too expensive. At some point after that, a family member ordered a green iPhone 13 mini in very good condition. I got the chance to check it out, and while the phone itself was fine, the frame had way too many rock chips, and since it was meant to be a gift, we ended up sending it back. Then my wife found a real gem, a mint green iPhone 12 in excellent condition. We opted to have a brand new battery installed directly from Swappie, and since it was in such a great shape, we decided to keep it and gift it to the family member who had originally wanted the 13 mini. Honestly, it was a little on the pricier side, but it was such a solid phone and totally worth it. Next, I decided to try an iPhone XS in very good condition. I was planning to trade in my SE 2020 for it, but Swappie only offered me 10 euros as a trade-in instead of the 100 they promised. I have to admit, I was pretty pissed about that, and after using it for a week, I shipped it right back to Swappie. Not long after, I picked up another iPhone 12 mini, this time in very good condition in a gorgeous blue color. I gotta say, I absolutely loved that phone. It was my daily driver for a while, and I even made a few videos about it, like battery drain tests and more. It was definitely a keeper until it had a malfunction and stopped charging 6 months later. I sent it back to Swappie for a warranty repair, but I will talk about that later in this video. Come March 2024, I tried out a product red iPhone SE 2022 in very good condition. It was such a great looking phone, and to my surprise, it had 99% battery health. You don't see battery that good very often with Swappie, but since I only bought it to review it, I ended up returning it. Okay, back to my beloved blue iPhone 12 mini and the charging issue. Fortunately, Swappie accepted the warranty claim and sent me a replacement phone. This time I got to choose the color, and I went for a product red 12 mini, which I still have to this day. I even replaced the battery in it recently, and I gotta say, I love this phone so much. It's definitely staying with me forever now. Okay, and just last month I decided to try out an iPhone 13 Pro in the stunning alpine green color, but once again it was only in fair condition, and I had high hopes, thinking maybe I would hit the jackpot this time, but honestly the display looked like like it had been through a war zone. So yeah, I sent it back immediately, not worth it. And finally, my most recent purchase was an iPhone 13 mini in midnight black, also in fair condition. This one is my daily driver right now and I'm absolutely loving it. Even with 85% battery health, it's still holding up really well. So there you have it, 12 phones in 2 years. It's been a wild ride with Swappie. If you're curious about any of these phones, check out the link below my Swappie playlist and you will find everything in more detail. And hey, if you had any crazy phone buying experiences with Swappie or any other refurbisher, share them in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories. That's it for today. I'll catch you in the next video.